Everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dappings with Oberon and Banshee, and this is me, Oberon, with my emotional exchanges. My weekly reading that attempts to forecast what's going on in our relationship, emotional, love, romance, friendship lives, whatever important, strong emotions are coming to you through relationships mostly. We attempt to give you the lowdown. So I pull two cards for each sign of the zodiac. I'll start with Aries and finish with Pisces. And the basic idea is the first card is the emotional challenge or opportunity that will come to you this week. And by the way, this is the week starting on Friday, the 29th of March, and it goes through I think it goes through April 3rd, Wednesday. I never have a calendar in front of me when I need it. All right. So the second card is, of course, the action you can take or the action that is required to achieve these results or to bring this to you, or some sense of that. So let's get started then. And as I said, we're starting with Aries. And Aries, the emotional opportunity coming to you challenge is the Five of Wands, and it may seem that maybe your relationship is having some issues right now on mostly who's in charge. Can both people be in charge? It's hard to say. Could this actually be talking about maybe somebody saying it's my way or the highway? The picture kind of indicates a sense of that. Somebody may be leaving, or somebody may be being told to leave. So what is the action required here? And of course the action would be either to support this if that's what's desired, or to make it better somehow. And so that action that's required is the reverse Two of Pentacles. And I think this is saying maybe Aries, if there are breakups going on around you, maybe they should happen. Maybe the Ten of Pentacles reversed is saying the house is not in order, the house is not together, the house is not stable. This could be saying really you have some big decisions to make, or you have to look at the total picture of your relationship life in order to determine, who's coming, who's going, who's helping, things like that. So good luck, Aries. Short and sweet. All right, so now we're going to do Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign, as Aries was a fire sign. Taurus, what is the opportunity or the challenge that is coming to you? And it's the World reversed. And I think you're going back in for more. You're going back in to finish the job. That if this is about a relationship of any sort, you didn't quite get exactly where you needed to. You got maybe to third base, but you didn't get to home run. And of course, that's dating analogies. That could also be about other kinds of analogies. And I don't necessarily mean that. What I am saying, though, is that for you, Taurus, in your relationship or emotional life, things just don't have a perfection that you can deal with, and so you want more. Will you get it? What is the action required? And the action required is the Moon reversed. And the Moon reversed is saying maybe there's something you don't know or realize, that maybe there's a revelation coming to you about what this is all about. Like maybe you might realize that it is over, it is done to perfection, or maybe you'll find out what it is that can make you bring it all the way home. So good luck with that, Taurus. We will now move on to Gemini. And Gemini is an air sign. So Gemini, what are your opportunities or challenges in your relationship life? And it's the Tower reversed. And this is very bad because I think this is saying what's going to be happening to you is a real crash, and you're not going to be able to take anything good from it for some reason or the other. It could be your stubbornness. It could be, other qualities about the Geminian person who's not able to figure it out on their own or refuses to figure it out. This is saying really that if something is burning, a relationship or some other part of your life that's very emotionally contingent, you may not realize what it is that went wrong or what your part in that was. And that's going to be important. So what is the action required then at this point? And it's the Page of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups reverse adds an air of sympathy to the proceedings. And this may be saying, really, you need to go much more deeper into your emotional life than you usually do. And Gemini's being a twin sign, like Pisces maybe, and being also an air sign, sometimes you don't connect with all of your emotional space in the best way possible. This card is a reminder saying, check it out emotionally too, that when something's crashing, there may be some logical things that you would note, Gemini, but there may also be some emotional things that you need to understand. All right, moving on now to Cancer, our water sign of the first quadrant. Geminis, what are the opportunities or challenges from your emotional stack? And it's the reversed Six of Wands. You may have to accept a certain level of a hardship that doesn't allow you to do exactly what you feel you need to do, especially in the ways of relationship. So this could be a lot of things that maybe you're just somehow impeded by something. Maybe you're impeded by physical things, but maybe you're also impeded by emotional or mental things. And deeper to the core of this is the idea that you feel you're not being recognized by someone, perhaps emotionally speaking, someone that you care about that you feel like maybe doesn't get it. So what is the action required? Be bold. The King of Wands says maybe you have to find a sense of true bravery, confidence, and your own sense of charisma to get back into the game and try to turn that around and change people's perceptions. Cancer, you can do that because you can really relate to people emotionally. So I think you're going to embody a little bit of your next sign, Leo's fire charisma, maybe, because Cancers, you might have that in your Mercury, and just try to be a better, bolder, braver person that somebody else will want to look up to. All right, so that was Cancer. We are now on Gemini. I'm sorry, I'm going backwards. We are now on Leo. Leo's a fire sign. Our second quadrant has begun. So Leo, tell me, what is the opportunity or challenge coming to you? Do you know what it is? Leos usually are pretty magnanimous in emotional things. So let's see, what is that challenge or opportunity? And it's the Two of Pentacles, upright. Emotionally speaking, this says you are looking for a balance in the relationships you have or the relationships you want to have. You are also looking for something that maybe can take it across the unsmooth waters and make those waters easier to cross. And waters are a great proxy for the emotional climb within us. You know, our bodies are actually 75 or 80% water. So I think this is saying, emotionally speaking, you are probably trying to keep things at an even pitch. And that could be because maybe Maybe Leos, you're dating more than one person, or you're involved with multiple people, or multiple people are involved with you, and it gets crazy. But this could be saying, really be clear-headed and know exactly what direction you want to go in. Wait for those big waves that you see back there. So what is the action required? And it's the Three of Wands reversed. I don't know. Three of Wands reversed may be saying that if you've been holding back, thinking something was going to be a clear sign in some ways, I don't think that's happening. If this was about progress in a relationship or about something that's emotionally pleasing to you, I feel you may find that this plan is not going to work out, whether it's a person or a thing, and you may be moving on to something else. So I'm just going to leave it at that, Leos, and we're going to move on now to Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign, like Taurus. Sometimes I think that the earth signs have more commonalities amongst themselves than the air, fire, or water signs do amongst themselves. But I'm not an earth sign, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. All right, so earth sign, Virgo, what is your challenge or opportunity? Ooh, Virgos, you're like someone else. Was that Taurus? I don't remember. There's something going on maybe that says the relationship sort of has to sort out who's really in charge or where the positions are at. Is somebody leaving? Is somebody coming? Is somebody need to accept somebody else's direction? So there's a question in the relationship or in emotional matters about who's in charge, and or maybe if there are other factors competing for the attention of what it is you desire. So what is the action required? And it's the Nine of Wands reversed. And the action required may be saying, this is not a fight you can win. You cannot stand up and be brave here. You have to kind of maybe say it's time to move on. That this Nine of Wands is saying, really, your line in the sand has been crossed. Maybe it's been crossed already, and you just probably need to put yourself together and move on to something different. I hate to tell you that, but remember, this isn't necessarily about a human relationship. It could just be about other kinds of emotional situations that you just need to get away from, whether they're about people or about the situation that is happening. So now we will move on to Libra. Libra is the seventh sign of the Zodiac and is another air sign, like Gemini. Okay, Libra's opportunity or challenge. It's nice, it's the star. Libras, you are possibly vibrating to something really hopeful in relationships or emotional matters that would really be pleasing to you. You're seeing a lot of hope or something really ominish is coming to you. Like maybe you're feeling like that thing you wanted to love more than anything else, whether it was a person or an event or a situation, you feel it's coming to you. So what is the action required then? And this one pops up again, the Nine of Wands reversed. And this may be saying, Libras, that there's a problem here, that maybe you have to accept whatever it is that does come, whether it's totally starry and hopeful or whether it's not really that starry and hopeful. That whatever you hoped for isn't necessarily achieved exactly the way you want. This may be disappointing to you. You may feel that, you got cheated, or that somehow, you have to try harder with something else, perhaps. I'm going to leave it there, Libra, and we will move on to the Scorpios now. That's my sign. And Scorpio's another water sign. So Scorpios, what What are the challenges and opportunities coming to you, emotionally speaking? Strength. You have a great opportunity coming to you to really show somebody how much you care, and show them that the love you have for them or the situations that are being involved in are so strong, nothing really can stop them, because it's about a sense of a true love that moves mountains. So how do you get there? What is the action that's required? And paradoxically enough, you have to show physical strength to reach emotional strength. The Ace of Swords is about an undertaking. This says that whatever this is about here that wants to bring some sort of great emotional strength to you and yours, it has to be one in a physical matter. That maybe a bully has to be stood up to. A person has to be told something that maybe they don't want to hear, but they need to hear it. There could be any number of ways where physical resilience or strength needs to come about in order to make the emotional strength also come about. Okay, we're going to move on to Sagittarians now. Sagittarius is a fire sign, like Aries, like Leo. What is your emotional challenge or opportunity? The opportunity, it's the sun. Sagittarians, it's so nice because, of course, when it's December 21st, the last day of Sagittarius is when the sun returns, generally speaking, right around then. And, of course, the sun is an awesome proxy for romance, for marriage, for children or for love of children, for love of everything under the sun. You have this opportunity or challenge, Sagittarians, to maybe totally magnify your feelings, whether they're already for one person or whether they're coming to another person. So what is the action required? And it's the reverse Queen of Swords. And I suppose this is saying that there's always going to be somebody's toes that you may step on when you are doing the things you want to do, but maybe other people are concerned about them for their own reasons or not. But really, I think the Queen of Swords reverse says, take no prisoners. Go for what you want because it's right for you, and you don't have to really justify it to anyone. Anyone who thinks it's too harsh, whatever it is you have to do to get there, they're wrong. It's your own life, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, our earth sign, along with Virgo and Taurus. What is the emotional challenge or opportunity for you, Capricorn? Four of Pentacles. Maybe it's a nice night at home. The Four of Pentacles, I believe, in this instance, says your challenge or opportunity is to really maintain what's going on in your emotional life. That there is always the possibility that somebody maybe is not very happy for some reason, or situations aren't exactly very happy. You may be challenged to figure out what it is that's bugging people, bugging yourself, and try to fix them. So what is the action required? And again, it's the Queen of Swords, which says, in this instance, Capricorn, you will have to do whatever it is you find necessary, no matter what others say. That maybe others will say, well, you're being a little harsher, you're being a little broad with that sword. But it is what you will probably need to do, Capricorns. Taking back your love life or your relationship life, or setting things in a sense of order. A lot of times that Four of Pentacles may be talking about somebody that needs to learn how to lighten up some things. And maybe this is saying, if that's you or if that's somebody you're involved with, you have to kind of do it. Do the work. All right, Aquarius, air sign Aquarius. What? Not going to read that. It did fall to the floor, but I'm not doing it. Aquarians, you are an air sign. What is your opportunity or challenge for this week? It's a star again. The star is reversed this time. Your opportunity or your challenge is to deal maybe with some things that feel less than stellar, you know, events or situations that concern your emotional life or concern people you care about, feel hopeless in a way. Maybe there's a situation going on where nobody feels like they care about anybody else anymore. And you know, we're at the Easter weekend, and you know, holidays just about always bring out either the best or the worst in people. It can be very codependent at times or things like that. So take care, Aquarius, because it looks like, you know, there's a sense really of not very good feelings about where you're going in this relationship or in other things. So what is it? What is the action required? And it's the Four of Pentacles. And maybe this is saying you've been trying too hard with other people and you need to just focus on yourself. Focus on your own relationships, especially the ones that matter. Focus on your own sense of an emotional boundary. Protect it, fortify it, and try to overlook what's bringing you down, because it could change. Focus on what you do have, not on what you don't have. And now we're at Pisces. And that's the last sign of the zodiac, and it's a water sign. So we're going to find out what are those opportunities or challenges, as well as the actions that Pisces can take. The world has returned, and the world is once again reversed. So Pisces, from an emotional standpoint, there's a sense really that you didn't get exactly what you wanted, and because of your emotional basis, it maybe makes a difference. It feels really harsh to you, even though you may have gotten far more than maybe you expected to, because there's something key is missing there. It's bumming you. So what is the action that's required for now? And this card keeps showing up. So I wonder if it is anything to do with our various astrological phenomena. Mercury, I'm looking at you, being all retrograde. But the Nine of Wands is reversed again, and it's in this position of the action required. This may be saying whatever that sense of imperfection or not getting what you really wanted emotionally, it's not going to get any better. It may be that you'll just have to move on in a way and realize that you're not going to be as happy as you wanted to, but you should try to take stock in the happiness you do have, because it may actually be considerable according to the world reversed. All right, everybody, that was my reading for the week. Be sure to come back next week and find out more about your emotional life. Also, don't forget to watch Happy Hour tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then, of course, we are here on Sunday, which is Easter Sunday. Banshee's Material Matters will be on in the morning in its normal time, and we are live in the chat room. And then we are broadcasting live on Easter Sunday, our usual time of 2 to 4. So I want everybody to have a good holiday weekend, however you celebrate that. And we will see you next time. Take care.